Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a moment and look inside yourself. I want you to imagine the life you've always dreamed of, the life that excites you so much it makes your heart race. Now, let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop imagining and start creating it? Because the truth is, dreaming big is not enough. Dreams without action are just illusions. To truly transform your life, you must act bigger than your fears, bigger than your doubts, and bigger than any obstacle standing in your way. Every person in this room has the potential to create extraordinary results, but potential alone doesn't move the needle. It's action that separates the average from the extraordinary. You see, greatness doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who decide, who commit, and who take relentless action. Today, I want you to make that choice. To stop settling, to stop hesitating, and to step fully into your power. Understand this. Fear is natural, doubt is natural, but regret is avoidable. The people who achieve their dreams aren't fearless. They're willing to move forward in spite of fear. They know that discomfort is the price of growth, and they embrace it with courage and determination. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to rise higher, to learn more, and to become stronger than you were yesterday. Think about this for a moment. Every extraordinary achievement in human history started as something that seemed impossible. The airplane, the light bulb, landing on the moon, these were all ideas that made people laugh, doubt, and say, "That can't be done." Yet the people who achieved them didn't listen to the skeptics. They believed it was possible, even when everything around them screamed otherwise. Belief is the starting point of all greatness. If you can't believe it, you can't see it. And if you can't see it, you'll never act on it. Belief is not wishful thinking. It's a decision to see opportunities where others see obstacles. It's a commitment to your vision even when the odds are stacked against you. When you truly believe something is possible, your mind begins to search for ways to make it real. Doors that seem closed start opening, ideas start flowing, and resources you didn't even know existed suddenly appear. Belief activates your creativity, your energy, and your perseverance. It gives you a reason to push forward when the world tells you to quit. Most people limit themselves not because they lack talent or intelligence, but because they limit their beliefs. They accept the boundaries imposed by circumstance, society, or even their own past failures. But you don't have to live within those limits. You can expand what's possible simply by changing what you believe is possible. Imagine if you saw every obstacle as a challenge to be conquered rather than a stop sign. Imagine if you believed in your dreams so fully that fear became irrelevant. That's when transformation happens. Believing in the impossible also means embracing a vision bigger than yourself. It's about daring to see a future that doesn't exist yet, but could exist because you decide it will. The moment you commit to that belief, your energy shifts. You act with courage. You take risks. You persist. And even when you fail, failure no longer feels like defeat. It becomes feedback, a stepping stone to prove that your impossible is only a temporary label. So, if you want to achieve greatness, start here. Believe in the impossible. Make it real in your mind before it's real in your world. Let your belief be so strong that it ignites your action, fuels your persistence, and inspires everyone around you to see what you see. Your future starts with what you choose to believe today. Belief alone is not enough. You can dream big, visualize the impossible, and fill your mind with inspiration, but if you don't act, nothing will ever change. Action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. Too many people admire possibilities from a distance. They talk about what they want, what they wish for, what they hope will happen, but they never actually move toward it. Massive action is what separates those who succeed from those who simply wish they had. Massive action is not about doing a little more, trying harder in small, timid ways. It's about fully committing, going all in, and refusing to settle for anything less than extraordinary. It's waking up every day with purpose, setting clear goals, and relentlessly pursuing them until they become your reality. It's about pushing past procrastination, fear, and excuses. Every step you take toward your dream builds momentum, compounds into unstoppable energy. Many people think they can wait for the perfect conditions before taking action. The truth is, perfect conditions rarely exist. If you wait, life will pass you by. Massive action is about starting now, taking the first step even if it's imperfect, even if you don't have all the answers. The act of moving forward itself creates clarity, direction, and opportunities you never imagined. Action transforms uncertainty into possibility, turns ideas into results. Massive action also requires discipline and persistence. One effort is rarely enough. The path to success is full of challenges, setbacks, and moments where quitting seems easier than pushing forward. But those who act massively don't give up. They adapt, they learn, they refine their approach, and they keep moving. Every obstacle becomes fuel to push harder, to try smarter, and to achieve more than they thought possible. The people who achieve greatness aren't necessarily more talented than you. They are simply more willing to do what it takes. They act when others hesitate. They take responsibility for their results instead of blaming circumstances. They understand that dreams remain dreams until action brings them to life. If you want your life to change, if you want your goals to be more than wishful thinking, you must commit to massive action every day with courage, energy, and focus. Your results will only ever match the intensity of your actions, so act bigger than you've ever acted before. Failure is not the enemy. Too many people fear it, avoid it, or see it as a reason to quit. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every great achievement in history, every breakthrough, every innovation, every champion you admire has failed more times than you can imagine. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not that they avoided failure. It's that they learned to use it, to harness it, to fuel their journey forward. When you experience failure, don't shrink from it, study it. Ask yourself what went wrong, what you can improve, and how you can come back stronger. Every setback is a teacher disguised as a challenge. If you approach failure with curiosity and determination, it becomes a roadmap, not a roadblock. The people who achieve extraordinary results don't let failure define them. They let it refine them. They turn disappointment into strategy and frustration into focus. Too often, we are held back by the fear of making mistakes. We avoid taking risks because we're worried about what might happen. But here's the truth. Mistakes are unavoidable if you are aiming high. If you want to dream big, you must be willing to stumble. If you want to act bigger, you must be willing to risk. Every time you fall, you gain experience. Every time you get back up, you build resilience. That resilience is more powerful than any shortcut or talent. It's what separates dreamers from doers and wishers from achievers. Using failure as fuel also means shifting your mindset. Don't see failure as proof that you can't. See it as proof that you are trying. Don't let it discourage you. Let it motivate you. Use every you hear, every mistake you make, every obstacle you encounter to push harder, think smarter, and to act with even greater courage. Success is not a straight line. It is a path filled with lessons, adjustments, and setbacks that, when embraced, propel you toward your dreams faster than comfort ever could. Remember this, failure is not the end. It is the ignition. It is the spark that, if harnessed correctly, will propel you to heights you never thought possible. The people who succeed the most are not those who never fail. They are those who fail, learn, adapt, and rise stronger every single time. Your failures are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones. Let them fuel your fire, sharpen your focus, and launch you toward the life you've always imagined. Your environment shapes your destiny more than you realize. The people you spend the most time with, the conversations you have, and the energy you absorb every day all impact the size of your dreams and the speed of your success. If you surround yourself with negativity, doubt, or complacency, it's almost impossible to reach your full potential. But if you choose to surround yourself with greatness, people who inspire, challenge, and elevate you, your own life will expand in ways you never thought possible. Greatness is contagious. When you are around those who think big, act boldly, and refuse to settle, their energy begins to rub off on you. Their mindset becomes yours. Their determination pushes you to step up, to take risks, and to hold yourself accountable. On the other hand, toxic environments drain you. They make your dreams feel smaller, your actions feel heavier, and your vision feel farther away. The question is simple. Who do you allow into your inner circle? Your success depends on it. Surrounding yourself with greatness doesn't mean finding people to serve you or make life easy. It means choosing those who challenge you, who tell you the truth even when it's uncomfortable, and who push you to grow beyond your limits. Seek mentors who have walked the path before you. Find peers who are also striving for excellence. Align with people whose energy is relentless, whose standards are high, and whose commitment to their vision inspires you to raise your own standards. The power of a supportive environment cannot be overstated. It accelerates your learning, amplifies your motivation, and strengthens your resilience. When you face setbacks, and you will, your network of greatness will lift you up, provide perspective, and remind you of your potential. They will hold you accountable when your own self-doubt wants to hold you back. But this principle is not only about receiving energy, it's about contributing energy as well. Be the kind of person others want to be around. Be inspiring, positive, and committed. Greatness grows when it is shared, multiplied, and amplified by community. Your environment is both a reflection and a catalyst of your potential. Choose wisely. Protect your energy. Immerse yourself in greatness, and watch as your actions, your results, and your dreams expand to match the company you keep. Time waits for no one. Every second you hesitate, every moment you delay, is an opportunity slipping through your fingers. Too many people treat their dreams as if there's an endless supply of tomorrows. They say, I'll start next week, next month, next year. But the truth is, the only time you truly have is now. Acting with urgency is the difference between living a life of regret and living a life of unstoppable momentum. It's about deciding that your goals are so important, your dreams so vital, that waiting is not an option. Urgency creates focus. When you act as if today is your last chance, your mind becomes sharper, your energy more concentrated, and your creativity ignites. Procrastination is the enemy of progress, and it disguises itself as caution, perfectionism, or fear. But those who succeed understand that speed beats hesitation. Taking decisive action, even imperfect action, beats waiting for the right moment that may never come. Action breeds clarity, and clarity accelerates results. When you act with urgency, you stop making excuses. You take full responsibility for your life and your outcomes. You stop blaming circumstances, people, or past failures. You accept that the only way to create change is to move now, with courage, energy, and commitment. The universe rewards those who are decisive, bold, and relentless. Opportunities appear, doors open, and momentum compounds when you refuse to wait for permission. Urgency also transforms fear into fuel. When you feel the pressure of time, hesitation fades and courage takes its place. You act boldly because you know that every moment wasted is a moment you cannot reclaim. This mindset separates dreamers from achievers. The dreamer waits, the achiever moves. The achiever understands that life rewards speed, decisiveness, and relentless energy more than talent, luck, or planning. Acting with urgency is not reckless. It's intentional. It's about prioritizing, focusing on high-impact actions, and making every effort count. It's about saying yes to your dreams today, not tomorrow, and committing to moving forward, even when the path isn't fully clear. The time to start is not next week, not next month, not when you're ready. The time is now. Urgency turns ideas into results, hesitation into action, and dreams into reality. Your future will be created by the actions you take today, so act bigger, faster, and bolder than you ever have before. Too many people settle for less than they are capable of. They accept mediocrity because it feels safe, because it's comfortable, because it doesn't challenge them to grow. But settling is a slow form of death for your dreams. Your potential is limitless, and the only way to honor it is to refuse to accept anything less than extraordinary. Never settle for a life that doesn't excite you, a career that doesn't challenge you, or relationships that don't inspire you. Never settling means constantly raising the bar. Once you achieve a goal, don't pause in complacency. Push yourself to reach higher, to dream bigger, and to act bolder. Growth is continuous, and success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's a journey. The people who leave the biggest mark on the world never stop striving, never stop learning, and never stop asking themselves, what's next? They understand that life is not about comfort. It's about contribution, impact, and fulfillment. When you refuse to settle, you create a mindset of abundance. You stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on your own path. You no longer accept excuses, limitations, or fears as reasons to hold back. Every challenge becomes an opportunity to improve. Every obstacle a reason to push harder. Settling may feel safe in the short term, but it robs you of your long-term potential and leaves a life of a what-ifs behind. Never settling also inspires those around you. When you pursue excellence relentlessly, others are drawn to your energy. They see your courage, your drive, and your refusal to accept anything less than the best. And it challenges them to rise as well. Greatness is contagious. And by refusing to settle, you create a ripple effect that impacts everyone you encounter. The truth is, the world needs people who refuse to settle. It needs dreamers who act bigger, creators who push harder, and leaders who inspire others to reach higher. Settling is a choice, and so is greatness. You get to decide whether you will blend in, follow the path of least resistance, or stand tall, take risks, and demand the extraordinary life you were meant to live. So commit to never settling. Refuse to compromise your vision, your values, or your potential. Keep moving, keep striving, and keep raising the bar until the life you live is not just good, but legendary. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to the world, to never settle for anything less than everything you can be.